So there's so much water built up on the racing line right now. Pretty much everywhere, because there's so many elevation changes on this track. So right now the best thing that you could probably do is just to try and find a line and stick with it, and then just hope it sticks, because I mean there's so many puddles, and you're gonna see this going into the next few corners, especially right here, that there's nowhere for me to brake, and it's just gonna take off and go straight there, which this is an off track and we're gonna get a penalty for that, but it takes off and goes straight. It's especially hard to, like I said, find a dry line on the elevation changes, because right there is a place where you usually want to use a lot of space and it just will not stick. So I'm going to be doing a lot of crossing the dry and wet line here, because it's probably the best thing that we can do to keep this car going here. Now here's the really tricky part of the track, because you have to slow down to get it to rotate and then speed back up and then slow back down. We're aquaplaning there. You'll see here that this is a really bad spot, so you pretty much just have to apex and deal with it. Especially here too. That's the worst, probably. Right there. And here I'm finding the dry line is pretty wide here. And then it hydroplanes here really tight to the curbing. And then we of course have to be careful here. But probably the best thing to do is just to stick it down to the bottom, because if we go too wide, we're still going to aquaplane, but it's just going to go off the track. So you got to give yourself room to slide out a little bit. And the dryer line actually looks like it's right there on this corner. Okay, so hopefully it doesn't happen again. But my whole entire sim crashed during qualifying. I was just minding my own business, pretty much, trying to practice on the race, not the race setup, but trying to practice the wet lines and stuff, and all of a sudden my whole entire sim just freezes and I had to force quit it. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. But so again, here we're lining up with the LMP2 cars. The puddles actually seem worse in this session than they did in the practice. So since we're starting in what, 8th, with a bunch of GTPs that are usually slower on this track ahead of us, I'm not very confident, basically, in the fact that we're not going to get spun out or run into something at least once or twice. So, but still, it'll be fun.
Here, getting ready.
We're laying back off the GTPs, so we have a little bit of room to get some speed and not run into the back of them, especially since we're faster. So
Green flag, green flag.
yeah, the spray is really bad here.
Left side. We're on the left.
So you can't even see the apex of the turn, basically, when you're behind somebody in the spray here. Especially when they're braking in the kink.
We're on the left.
That was scary. So there's a lot of puddles over here, but I gotta be able to see to brake here. You gotta use visual cues and parts of the track that you know.
he's going to lighten up.
Oh, that's good. Like that's going to make a difference. You got to use those visual cues to be able to know where you are when you're behind someone with that much spray. He's going off. Please don't rejoin right into me.
Right side. Clear the right.
Thank you. So there's actually not many puddles on the inside here right yet, until we get to here.
Clear the right.
So now we're completely blind. And there goes a GTP right in front of the entire LMP2 field. That was scary. Okay, so we're gonna see if we can maybe go for something here. So you just gotta move around, try and find somewhere where they are not. Some dry line that they're not. And half of the field just went off in front of me here. So we're kind of trapped because I'm waiting to see where they go. Like this guy kind of...
Right side. Go
Oh no!
right.
That's how you get two for one special for McDonald's. And then this part of the track's really hard because there's so much puddling because there's such an elevation change. And I'm checking up so early because these guys are really being cautious right now. If we got out front, then we'd be able to run the line that we chose. But see, there goes the GTP that was in front of us. And we're going a little wide here, I think. But we still gained a little bit on the guy in front. If we can get by him by finding out which lane he's running, and because he's found a good lane through there. Because I thought there wasn't much puddling on the inside there or here for the first the beginning of this session, and then now it's like really bad. There's a lot of puddling in the middle here.
Left side. Stay on the right.
I'm locking.
10 minutes to go.
See, the puddling was really bad right there early in this session. Oh! And it's getting worse through there. They said the rain was lightening up. I don't see it. See, I'm not super experienced with the LMP2 car class, so... use this. We're good? I got a little too greedy with that part.
Left side. Stay on the right.
There's a lot of
Stay
give
on
and
the
take. I was gonna let him have it, but he let
Clear on the right.
out at the same time as me. So, and then proceeded to squeeze me to the inside. So, it is whatever. This is the worst part right here. I mean, he's going off. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's a slowdown. Maybe not. We'll see. Can't believe I apexed correctly there because I could not see it at all. Still can't.
Not my fault, sorry.
Also, I just bought this track, so my experience on it is probably less than some of the guys who have been driving on it all day long, or even all week long.
You're pitting now.
And I think the GTP guy just died. Need to be a little more violent with our turn in there. Don't want to touch those curbings. That's where a lot of the water stands. So now that I'm out of the spray and I can kind of know where the puddles are, we're starting to reel them back in. Hate that part of the track here. Aye. But that spray is really going to mess up a lot of people's lines because you just cannot see past the car in front of you. Especially there. Oh my gosh.
5 minutes to go. 55, 42, 4, 1, 7, advance to last position. E5.
Nope, we're not going. We're going straight. That should be a slow down. No, it's good. It's fine. That's one of the weirdest parts of this track, because like the whole track doesn't really have that stringent of slowdowns until you get like right there. Okay, so no, actually the LMP2 leader crashed. They're about to wreck in front of us too. See, we're catching them in this section, but then they start pulling us again because I get behind their spray in one of the worst sections for puddling, basically. He's going way wide. You cannot turn out there. Oh, hello. Cannot see a single thing here.
Right
Oh,
side.
I didn't realize he was braking that early. My bad, brother.
Clear to the right.
I'm literally blind. So we're gonna lose a little bit on him here, because
The lead is computed on 55.
we were so blind through there.
70, 55, 46.
So we're running the leader's lap time somehow. We're not too bad right now. I'm just cannot see when I get close to him. Okay, he took that really deep.
There's an incident ahead.
Oh, there goes somebody.
Sorry about that, Cole. My bad.
Okay, so we got second through, oh, I can't see it all. Second place through fifth here in a line. We're good. He's going off track. That's a position. Yeah, he just left. This part of the track is arguably worse than back there. So, believe it or not, these guys in front of us that we're passing right now, they actually overheated their tires by pushing super hard. So the lanes that we are taking and how, like,
White flag next time by us.
not pushy we have been with the throttle and running this whole entire time has allowed us to catch back up to them.
1, 9, 70 off the black suspicion. You're in fourth.
I'm starting to push just a little bit because it's the final lap. I want to see if I can get to him. I don't think I can with all the spray though. It really knocks you off your line. Just like that guy. So we are gonna maybe be able to pull up on, oh my, that rejoin.
Clear to the right. Stop the car coming up quick.
I thought he was on my left side, not gonna lie. Maybe we can get a good corner here compared to him. Oh, he's off. Yep, there it goes. So it's just all about being consistent, and then out of absolutely nowhere, we have a P3 at least here. You got to be consistent. You got to be smooth. You can't go out here and expect to be fast, because if you're fast, then you're going to overheat your rain tires, which happens a lot more than you really think. And you'll aquaplane your way off the track. So just being smooth and consistent will end up getting you P3 at the line here. So anyway, that's my race on the rain for you guys. Just wanted to kind of show you how to run, how iRacing, how good this build is that iRacing did to on one of my favorite tracks from the F1 games. So